Facebook, we're hopefully back. And I'm going to try to go through this before. Yeah, I don't know why Facebook crashed on me. Instagram just stopped with the sound. I don't know. I'll fix it later. Okay, so now that we're back, I'm going to actually talk about the cooling mats. For anyone that's watching on Facebook, the only thing you missed is just if their body temperature was above 106, definitely take them to the veterinarian as soon as possible. Even if you are unsure if your pet is experiencing heat stroke, take them to the emergency vet. It's not worth risking. It can cause organ failure. It can be fatal. So be careful with your pets in the heat. Definitely, don't leave them inside cars or hot places without proper ventilation and cooling. Plenty of shade, plenty of water. Okay. So the cooling mats, I'm going to do hopefully before my technology quits again. These ones, as I said, they do not have chemicals on the inside. They're actually with frozen water. So they come with these little trays. Whoops, these little trays that you freeze, and it's just water on the inside. So if your dog gets a hold of it, chews it up, we don't have to worry about the toxicity of some random chemical in there. And it has a few different layers, but they're these nice little mats. And we got a small size, which as you can see is kind of like your pug, cavalier, chihuahua type size. And then we also got the large mats, and it's the same design. However, on the large mats, it's a little bit hard to see, but they do have these little snaps on the side. So if you have really large dogs, or you want to set up an area for multiple dogs to be able to lay on, you can actually buy the large mats and snap them together to create a super large mat. So and the large is only 23 inches by 18 inches, so about 2 feet by 1.5. So if you do have a larger dog, like my larger dog Mila, I would probably buy 2 and put them together for her if I was going to travel. So these are great for anytime you're going to be outside, or anytime where your pet might be exposed to heat and not have access to fans and other ways of cooling down. Of course, fresh water is also super important. So these are on the website now, hydro cooling mats. There's the small one's called the Mini, is the small size, and then just the regular hydro cooling mat is actually the large size. So make sure you just look out for the sizing if you specifically want a small or large one. Also, I didn't mention it on the small, but it's 18 inches by 10.5 inches. It's backwards for Instagram, sorry. And these are really nice. So we're going to be using these definitely for the Cavaliers. They don't really go anywhere and do anything fancy, but just because they all have some type of special medical need, we really, really need to be careful with them and make sure that they don't get overheated. So even if we're just hanging out on the back porch where they have shade in this summer when it gets really hot, I'm sure we'll have these cooling mats out so that way they don't get too hot. The other really nice thing about these is we also got the insert refills. So you can just use one and refreeze it. However, it lasts like 4 to 5 hours, they claim. But you can also get these little refills, so you can take it with you if you're going to be out literally all day and you need the mat to stay cool the whole time. You can take refills with you so that way they stay frozen. And the 2-pack is for the minis. And then the large refill is just one ice sheet. So it literally just comes with this little insert. The whole box of the cooling mat has the cushion that goes on top to make it nice and comfortable to lay on, and it also has the exterior case so they can't get into the interior. So these are really nice little cool things. They're not that expensive. I think they're like $40 or something. Not terrible compared to some of the other ones that we were looking at. And they're really nice little convenient things and it's pretty small to pack up and take with you if you're going camping or you're competing for the day or whatever it is. Like I said, for our special crew, we'll probably need to just have them all the time this summer. Do we carry snoods? No, we don't, but they're on, I think Etsy is where she got hers. If you look up snoods, SNOODS on Etsy. I purchased extra of the inserts and we keep them in the cooler on family pontoon days. I want to be invited. That sounds amazing. I want to be on a family pontoon boat. Man, your dogs are living the life. There's also coats, yep, that you can wrap around them. Yep, we looked at those too. Okay, so I'm going to quit before this quits on me, but that is the update for today. We've got some cool cooling mats. We have tons of stuff that's new to the site, so check it out. And otherwise, we will talk about them hopefully next week, intermixed with all the heart health stuff that we're doing next week. So we will see you Monday at 10:30 a.m. on Facebook and Instagram Live talking about heart health. So join us Monday at 10:30. All right, we will see you all later. Have a good weekend, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties, always.